Eddie Van Halen, man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
the
man.
GOAT.
65.
Yeah. R.I.P. So he went out to throat cancer. Evidently, he'd been fighting it for a few years. It eventually metastasized and made its way up to his brain and the rest of his body, and took him out this morning. So, rest in peace, man. For me, I didn't even. I feel like I was pretty heavily hit by it. Like, I ended my workday. I noticed one of my friends who is a real rock and roller was calling me like crazy, and I was just like, "What the hell?" And like, I looked at all the chats I'm in with him, and they were blown up. And I finally like, I thought he was punking me, and so I messaged him like, "Do you guys ever watch what's that movie? That show, Last Girl or something like that, or Girl Next Door? The Zoe Deschanel,
New girl?
New Girl. There we go.
Okay,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
my Zoe
So
now.
I sent yeah, I sent him that gif of Coach when he's just like, what, dude, what? And he's like, yo, Eddie Van Halen just died. I was like, oh my god, what? Like, fuck 2020, man. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I was
just
watching the 5 today because I found it fucking entertaining, and they kept playing like little tribute songs, and I just was like, man, R.I.P. My dad was like, wait, what? He flipped out. He was like, hold on, I didn't hear anything about this, because he's close to him in age. My dad just
yeah,
turned 69, so he was like, man,
Who
yeah. I bet
did?
you your
my dad
dad.
Turned how old?
69.
60 what?
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, yeah,
Your father, Gene.
Damn.
59. You're right.
Nigga,
I don't
I
know why
will
I added.
slap you.
I know I just added 10 years to
Oh
his.
my
He'd get mad if he heard that.
God.
Like, I'm not that old.
Oh my God. I can't. Don't cut this part out. I want him to hear the disgust I had in my voice. For what you were saying. Jesus, Pops, we ain't taking you
Yeah,
out
man. I
like
bet
that.
your pops had some high times with Eddie Van Halen going off on wherever he was at during the 80s.
Hmm.
Man,
Okay.
I know for me, like, dude, he was just influential, man. Like, he always, whenever I would open up a guitar mag, like, he was the guitarist who looked like he was having the most fun doing what he was doing. And I remember even my brother just like as a little kid being like, no, this guy right here, he's legendary, dude. Like, he won every award when he was a little kid when he competed, and he ended up going to found one of the coolest rock and roll bands ever, and is respected by all guitarists. And then I was like, yeah, cool. And I listened to his music, and I was
Cool.
like, yeah, yeah. As like a little kid, I mean, I didn't get the references and the innuendos in Van Halen, but I listened to the guitar play and I was like, yeah, that guy's pretty freaking good. And then, just start practicing. You see, with musicians and stuff like that, I feel, especially if they influence you, there's an intimacy that you develop with them, or at least their craft, not necessarily them personally, but like if you dissect what they do and you try to take those pieces and put them into yourself, you you technically do take a piece of them and put it into you. And so I think when these people die, they greatly impact
I mean,
certain
it's part of your
people.
childhood. Like, for example, my
Um,
dad, like, yeah, he
so,
grew up with that. Like, so the 80s, and what you just said with you, like, it makes sense. It's like a piece of you in a way, even
yeah.
though.
And there's been so many jam
um,
sessions where like I've been there and somebody starts playing an Eddie Van Halen lick, or even before COVID, I picked up the bass, and that one song "Running with the Devil," it's literally just one note, but as soon as you hear it, everyone knows what's coming next, and it's that crazy guitar slide. And I remember I was jamming with these guys, and I'd never hung out with them, and we were just kind of like shooting the shit, we're trying to vibe, and I just started hitting that note. I was honestly tuning the bass guitar, but I started hitting that E, that doom, 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 and one of the guitars immediately hit the slide, and we were all just like, "Oh shit, are we doing this? Are we doing this?" And the drummer just kept going with it, and we had like a little 5 minute, immediately instant icebreaker. We're just like good friends, and it was just like hell yeah, we all hit
Fire.
that one, brainwave. We're all in sync now. Now we can jam for the rest of the night, and it's just sad to say that like he's finally out the door,
The
man.
song that
He
exposed me to
came
Van
and
Halen was "Hot for Teacher." I remember hearing that song.
yeah,
Man,
hot for teacher.
I want to listen to Van Halen after this.
Jump and Dream, man. Jump and Dream. Jump is always my number one like pick me up song, no matter what. Even though it's about cocaine, and even if like I'm not on cocaine, I just want to upper, just be like hell yeah, like it's a good day. Jump, and then Dreams for some reason, man. Like Dream puts me in the most hopeful state I can ever be in, just because I think of the ending of Power Rangers after having beaten freaking Ivan Ooze and saving
Oh,
the
the first
world,
Power
and
Rangers
then
movie,
just like
man.
yeah,
The one
and
that
then
they refused
like
to remake and instead gave us some of that goddamn lesbian
I don't even
bullshit.
know what that is, man. I didn't
I don't
see
even know what
that.
you're talking about. I don't think I want to.
The Power Ranger movie. Sorry, I do this thing now. I gotta start doing this. You might have to cut this shit out. Where I'm just gonna start calling shit on like little shit.
Nah, that's funny. That's staying in there.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, you hear those freaking synths go off, dun, 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 and you're just like, oh fuck yeah, let's go, we saved the world, hell yeah, America. And you're just like
This guy.
super fucking psyched. That's just the vibe, man.
One
Oh
thought that
man,
comes to my mind is, do you
sad
think there'll ever
day,
be
good
like
times,
another
good man.
artist like Van Halen or MJ or like any like artists, these legendary artist performers? Do you think will ever be another one like them? Because rock and roll's kind of, I'm reluctant to say like a dying genre, but it's not as popular as it once was, and people aren't really like.
There's no world like the world's. Even though there are global stars, I'll put it like this: I think there are more global stars, so it's diluted to the point where there can be a global star and he still may not be for you. Whereas back in the day, Elton John's, Michael's, like even MJ's, as we would put it back in the day, because there weren't so many people in the field. Like, I don't have to like LeBron. He is the best player right now. I don't have to like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? The whole NBA doesn't make me like LeBron. It's so many players and stars, and there are ones that do certain things that I might be more geared or interested in that may make me like them more. So it's not, that's just because
Well,
of the
still there's
internet.
a level of appreciation though for the talent that they brought.
Yeah,
to
but the internet has allowed me to appreciate other people's talent. Because what we have to understand too, Michael Jackson was supremely talented, but I can't tell you he's the most talented human being to ever sing.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, there are people who are talented who just don't get heard.
because he sung well, but I think what people
So
like
now
about
the internet has
Michael
created-
Jackson was his performance, right? Like his shows apparently were like phenomenal.
Oh, for
I've
sure.
never-
He
I've
was
never
an
been to one.
entertainer since childhood.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, so was Chris Brown.
yeah.
He had his fiasco, though. But Chris Brown would have never reached a Michael Jackson. He could sing, dance, supremely talented, good-looking guy, can dress. He does art. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that you would think would make somebody global. He acts and acts well. Something you think that would make somebody global, but never. Niggas is not touching MJ level because MJ was the only thing we could see at that time. Like, it's MJ, it's Prince, it's Madonna, probably 10 of them, 11 of them, maybe max.
So
Now,
it depends on the time.
now there's K-pop, BTS, Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more diluted, and they're all global.
Yes, they are true.
Like, they
I
all
can't
are
dispute that,
global.
yeah.
And number-wise, they probably sell close to what these guys were doing. But the consumption is just more diluted as well. So, like, it's more dispersed. So, like, yeah, there are people who like Justin Bieber in one corner of Korea. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the village ain't got to like Justin Bieber. That's not what they's playing in that radio, in that area. Michael Jackson was what was playing on the radio all around the world because you had to listen to the radio. That's all. So I just think it's the way that things are being consumed.
I agree with that. I also, to add on to that, think that the way social media operates now is going to counteract the, what is it, like the pop icon
Facts.
symbolism or
point.
status like
Yeah.
that, because it humanizes them. And so like with Eddie Van Halen and all of Van Halen in general, like the band, we all know them for crazy partying antics during the 80s. But I'm sure if there were videos from the crazy party antics, we'd probably be like, dude,
What are
why
y'all
did
doing?
yeah, like why did you blow up that sink and throw that couch out the window? Like, you guys are just jerks.
Well, hold on. What about Ozzy Osbourne? Because we didn't
Well,
see the crazy antics like social media, but Ozzy Osbourne and them, like his shows apparently were like he bit the head off a bat, dude.
Yeah,
So why
he
can't
actually
the,
did
that
get
same
caught, though,
sentiment
for
not apply to
antics.
like Ozzy Osbourne in his prime time?
What do you mean? What
Well,
sentiment?
I think the antics were more
Like when you see some of the things they do in like the party life in a way. And I mean, I'm taking the extreme version of like Ozzy Osbourne like biting a bat off the head, and like you'd be turned off by that. Assuming Doc means like if we see some of the stuff like I guess Van Halen stuff did party wise, the extreme stuff they did, we'd be turned off by it. So
People are turned off by by him eating that
yeah.
bat. His fans aren't.
Yeah,
And
and not
Ozzy
only that,
Osbourne isn't a
like there's
global
the whole.
icon
Okay,
because
I hear
of
what you're
eating
saying.
the bat.
Okay.
He's a global icon because
Okay.
of the attire and everything that Kiss represented. Other than that,
it wasn't Ozzy Osbourne wasn't on Kiss.
it wasn't Kiss.
No.
What was he part of?
Black Sabbath.
There you go.
Black Sabbath.
Thank you.
Those,
Yeah.
but those are people who wore
And
the
then he
makeup,
went
right?
solo.
No, Kiss was the makeup.
Actually, no, he
Black
was kind of
Sabbath
just like a
did-
normal
yeah, I don't
Joe
think
in
they
Black
did- they
Sabbath.
were-
He was just a
Oh,
Yeah,
so
like
Ozzy Osbourne didn't wear any
British
crazy
dude.
clothes or anything like that. I
No.
always confuse him as part of Kiss
No.
because he always
he
That's
did when
Gene
he got
Simmons.
solo.
Gene
Gene Simmons
Simmons.
was Kiss.
Yeah, when
Why did
Ozzy
I
went
confuse
solo,
Ozzy
that's when he
Osbourne
started
and
the whole
Gene
persona.
Simmons? Do they both have the shakes?
No. Ozzy Osbourne's got it. Yeah.
I'm finna look up Gene Simmons right now.
Well, Ozzy did get caught for a lot of antics.
Oh,
though.
they got
He
the same
pissed
shaped
on
head.
the Alamo at one point.
Let me see real quick.
They got the same shaped head. Now, come on.
yeah,
As somebody who's
yeah.
not a big rock fan, I would have been like, okay, yeah. But Ozzy, I know Ozzy now. Sharon, yeah.
Sharon!
Yeah, I know Ozzy.
It's almost a good toss right in your hand.
I know.
All right, y'all. R.I.P. Van Halen.
My bad, Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I think from all of it though, like, because you still are able to turn off people. Like what I was saying was that Ozzy did piss on the Alamo wall at one point and was banned from Texas for a long time.
I do remember
So-
that actually.
There are still things that like they did that were too far, and they're kind of known for those antics. But imagine if there was videos of them like mid-party that were posted on social media, and then while they were drunk, they did or said something, let alone, especially now with current events, they said something racist while they were completely drunk and on heroin. And then all of a sudden that surfaces.
And then we're just
It
seeing the
kills-
action after
kills
the
the
heroin,
vibe.
too. We're not even, what if you see the
moment.
needle in the arm?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And
Like,
with
you
the
don't really
internet,
see
if
that
it, back
too much.
then, we probably would have saw some shit like that.
If there wasn't a picture of that for certain bands, like that made it onto like a magazine cover, and that was the only way you're gonna catch it.
For sure.
So in a weird way, my theory to becoming a rock god or pop icon within the current generation is that you have to produce catered content. It has to be extremely catered. That way, nobody actually knows the real you.
Mm,
That's interesting.
that
I don't know.
does
I don't know
make
if
sense.
I don't know if I like that, because I guess my imagination is not imagining something that I would like. But again, I don't know.
I don't like a lot about right now, though. So, hey. We'll see where all this shit leads to.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to be goddamn Mexican bald.
What?
We can't say black or white. They ain't say nothing about Mexican bald. Dog.
Nah, bro, we
wouldn't it be
progressive.
brown then?
We're
Because they
gonna
refer to.
What is black and what is white? Because black, it can be used as both.
God.
What?
Be like, yo, he black. You don't be like, yo, he brown. He Mexican, dog. Hey, there's a white guy. Here, there's a black guy. Here, there's a Mexican guy. They don't say, hey, there's a black guy. Here's a white guy. Here's a brown guy.
Fair.
I'm just telling you how the world works, brother.
Hey, thanks for watching a clip of Fake Deep Thinking. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe, like the clip, leave a comment, and check out our page for more content. Full episodes of Fake Deep Thinking are released every Friday on Podbean, iTunes, and Spotify. Peace.